Cruz, Spanish pronunciation, Pedro Infante, November 18, 1917, April 15, 1957, better known as Pedro Infante, was a Mexican actor and singer. Hailed as one of the greatest actors of the golden age of Mexican cinema, he is considered an idol of the Latin American people, together with Jorge Negrete and Javier Solís, who were styled as the Tres Gallos Mexicanos, the Three Mexican Roosters. Infante was born in Mazatlán, Sinaloa, Mexico and was raised in Guamúchil. He died on April 15, 1957, in Mérida, Yucatán, in a plane crash during a flight en route to Mexico City. An engine failed on takeoff. His film career began in 1939 with him appearing in more than 60 films, 30 of them with his brother Angel Infante, and starting in 1943, he recorded about 350 songs. For his performance in the movie Tizoc, he was awarded the Silver Bear for Best Actor at the 7th Berlin International Film Festival. Childhood and early career. Pedro Infante was the son of Delfino Infante Garcia, December 24, 1880, March 17, 1955, who played the double bass in a band, and Maria del Refugio Cruz Aranda, July 4, 1890. He was the third of 15 children, of whom 9 survived. Although the Infante Cruz family stayed for some time at Mazatlán, in early 1919 they moved to Guamúchil. In 1920 they moved to Rosario, Sinaloa. As a teen, Infante showed talent and affection for music. He managed to learn strings, wind, and percussion instruments in a short time. He was a guitar student of Carlos R. Hubbard. His wife Maria Luisa Leon, 1918, October 27, 1978, cardiac arrest, who was somewhat well-off economically and according to her memoir Pedro Infante, en la intimidad conmigo, 1961, Pedro Infante, with me in intimacy, convinced him of the need to move to Mexico City where they would find opportunities for this talented young man. In Mexico City, he sang the songs of composers including Alberto Cervantes, Alberto Raúl Cervantes González, José Alfredo Jiménez, Cuco Sánchez, Tomás Méndez, Rubén Fuentes, Salvador Flores Rivera, Chava Flores, Renatist and others. His first musical recording El Soldado Rosso, The Soldier, was made on November 19, 1943, for the Peerless Records Company. Infante first appeared as an extra in the movie En un burro tres vaqueros, 3 men from Aragon on a donkey, literally translated as on a donkey, 3 vaqueros. His career as an actor in leading roles started with La Feria de las Flores, The Fair of Flowers, literally translated as The Flower Carnival, in 1943. In that same year, a friend and neighbor of Infante's wife, Carmen Baraya Sandoval, offered to introduce them to Jorge Negrete, a singer whom he admired. Barayas, who knew people in the business as she was the aunt of the child actress Angelica Maria, worked then at the Sindicat of Workers of the movie's production, SDPC, Workers of the Cinematographic Production Union. She succeeded in convincing Negrete to recommend Infante to the producer Ishmael Rodriguez, and others. As a result, he was invited to appear in different pictures, such as Vuelve la Ametralladora, The Machine Gun Returns. While married to Maria Luisa Leon, Infante met the dancer Lupita Torrentravablet, b. November 2, 1931, with whom he had 3 children, Graciela Margarita, b. September 26, 1947, January 20, 1949, poliomyelitis, Pedro Infante Jr., March 31, 1950, April 1, 2009, pneumonia, and Guadalupe Infante Torrentra, b. October 3, 1951, solidifying his reputation as a ladies' man. Irma Infante, b. March 27, 1955. Was born from his relationship with the young actress Irma Durance, real name, Irma Aguirre Martinez, b. Mérida, Yucatán, December 21, 1934, whom he met when she was only 16 years of age. Irma Infante has had a career as an actress and a singer. Actor Infante appeared in such motion pictures as Tizoc, along with Maria Felix, gained him the Silver Bear for Best Actor at the 7th Berlin International Film Festival. 4. The film itself won a Golden Globe Award for Best Foreign Film, Mexico, in 1958. Both awards still exist. The Silver Bear is in the home of Ismael Rodriguez, Pedro's friend and director, in Mexico City. The Golden Globe is at the Pedro Infante Museum in Campeche, Mexico. The massive migration from the countryside to the cities, mostly to Mexico City, during the 1940s fed the required labor force for rising manufacturing industries. This urbanization created the working neighborhoods and the culture of La Vecindad, group of small apartments around a common patio, and found in Pedro Infante an identifiable icon for these, the new urban working class, with his character Pepe el Toro, Pepe the Bull, in the melodramatic trilogy made up of Nosotros los Pobres, Ustedes los Ricos, and Pepe el Toro, We the Poor, You the Rich, and Pepe the Bull, co-starring with Evita Muñoz Chachita. He worked with Sara Garcia, Mexico's grandmother, in many movies for Mexican cinema. Sara Garcia frequently played the role of his loving but no-nonsense grandmother in their movies together, in which she constantly tried to get him to behave, but never succeeded. If that same urbanizing population had the nostalgia for the rural life, and with it the popularity of ranchera music and the idealized charro, it was not until he played the poor carpenter with a strong Chilango, Mexico City, accent that Pedro Infante achieved a status, at least in Mexico, at the same level of celebrity such as Cantinflas, the Soler Brothers and even Jorge Negrete and Maria Felix. Despite that, he kept on playing the role of the charro and even the northern Mexican rancher, perhaps his most authentic character, in a Iván Martín Corona, Here Comes Martin Corona, in 1951 and Los Hijos de Maria Morales, The Sons of Maria Morales, in 1952. When Jorge Negrete died in 1953, Pedro was no longer in the shadow of the international idol, even though Pedro was very affected by the disappearance of his idol. During Negrete's burial service some saw him slightly inebriated, a rare sight given that Infante was not a drinker. The Mexican child star Maria Eugenia Lamas, who was only 4 at the time, made her screen debut with him in the 1948 movie classic, Los Tres Huastecos, The Three Men from Huasteca, as La Tusita, a screen name she has used ever since. She played with him again under the screen name La Tusita in his classic 1949 film comedy, Dicen que soy un mujeriego, They Say I Am a Womanizer. One of his better roles was that of Juventino Roses in the movie Sobre las Olas, Over the Waves, based on the life of the Mexican waltz composer. Infante's natural musical abilities contributed to helping him to get into character. An important point in his career as an actor was winning the Ariel Award given by the Mexican Academy of Arts and Cinematographic Sciences for Best Actor for his role in La Vida No Vale Nada, Life is Worth Nothing, a line from the song Camino de Guanajuato. Musical interpretations. Waltzes, cha-cha-chas, rancheras and boleros placed him among the most popular singers of the mariachi and ranchera music. Some of his most popular songs include, Amorcito Corazón, approximately My Little Love and Heart, ๊peðɾo Así, I Love You Like This, La Que Se Fue, She Who Left, Corazón, Heart, El Durazno, The Peach, Dulce Patria, Sweet Fatherland, Maldita Si Mi Suerte, Cursed Be My Luck, Así es la vida, Life is Like This, Mañana Rosalia, Tomorrow Rosalia, Mi Querido, My Little Darling, Dicen que soy mujeriego, They Say I Am a Womanizer, Carta Eufemia, Letter to Eufemia, Nocturnal, Chinanos, 100 Years, Flor sin Retano, Flower Without Sprout, Penjamo, and inverted question mark Que te ha dado esa mujer? "What has that woman given you?" He sang Mi Querido to his frequent on-screen grandmother, Sarah Garcia, so many times in so many of their movies together, that it was played at her funeral. The world-famous song Besame Mucho, Kiss Me a Lot, or more loosely translated to get its elusive Spanish meaning closer to its English meaning, Give Me a Lot of Kisses, from the composer Consuelo Velázquez, was the only melody that he recorded in English, and he interpreted it in the movie ๊peðɾo de Máquina, ATM, at full speed, with Luis Aguilar. Amorcito Corazón, by Pedro Infante and Manuel Esperón, is one of Infante's most famous interpretations. Infante was very often accompanied by the great musical ensembles of the time like the Mariachi Vargas de Calaclón, No Fallardos Orchestra, the Trio Calaveras and Antonio Bribisca, among others. By then, Pedro Infante had already created his characteristic mariachi show. Death and homages. Infante was a fanatic for aviation, a hobby that would lead to his death. According to Wilbert Alonso Cabrera, his biographer, the actor was co-piloting a consolidated aircraft XB-24D, a variant of the B-24 Liberator, which had been converted from heavy bomber war airplane to air cargo in San Diego, California. The plane crashed 5 minutes after taking off from Mérida, Yucatán, in southeast Mexico. An engine failed on takeoff, causing the plane to spiral to the ground, killing 2 on the ground as well as all 3 on the plane. The death of Pedro Infante on the morning of April 15, 1957, was announced by radio personality Humberto Sanchez Rodriguez, of radio station ZM of Mérida, after one of the firefighters discovered the bracelet engraved with the name Pedro Infante, plus the winged insignia that symbolized his aviator license. This was around 8:15 a.m. At 11:12 a.m., Manuel Bernal, of Mexico City radio station ZU, gave the news saying, "This Monday, April 15, 1957, Pedro, our beloved Pedro. This has been confirmed, has died in a tragic accident in Mérida, Yucatán." Year after year, Pedro Infante attracts a great number of fans of every age to his shrine in the Panteon Jardín of Mexico City, as well as one at 54th through 87th Streets in the center of Mérida. Pedro Infante died amongst friends, mechanic Marciano Bautista, and co-pilot Manuel Vidal. Many friends, family and fans still dress up as the characters that he played in film: Pedro Chavez, Pepe El Toro, Tizoc, and a number of people incarnated from the Mexican culture that Infante symbolized. His fans honor him every year with a mass, honor guards, music, and the songs made famous by the idol of Guamúchil. Until now they have all been spontaneous, without any official authority or institution organizing them. 4 statues have been erected in his honor. The one in Mexico City was made out of thousands of bronze keys donated by his fans to a Mexico City TV station after a request by TV director Raúl Velasco. For the statue in Mérida, another TV presenter, Manuel Pelayo, made a request and received keys. The 3rd statue is in his birthplace, Mazatlán, Sinaloa. At the Paseo de Olas Altas at Mazatlán there is a statue of Pedro Infante on a motorcycle, in honor of his role in the movie ๊peðɾo de Máquina, ATM, with Luis Aguilar and ?Que te ha dado esa mujer? Also with Luis Aguilar, Rosita Arenas, and Carmen Montejo. The 4th statue is in the town square of Guamúchil, his adopted hometown. Filmography: El Organilero, The Organ Grinder, 1939. En un burro tres vaqueros, 3 Men of Aragon on a Donkey, 1939. Puedes de mí, You Can Leave Me, 1940. G. Susita en Chihuahua, G. Susita en Chihuahua, 1942. La Razón de la Culpa, The Reason of the Blame, 1942. La Feria de las Flores, The Fair of Flowers, 1942. Arriba las Mujeres, Hooray for Women, 1943.
Cuando habla el corazón, When the Heart Speaks, 1943. El ametralladora, The Machine Gun, 1943. Inverted exclamation mark Viva mi desgracia. Long Live My Bad Luck, 1943. Mexicanos al grito de guerra, Mexicans at the cry of war, 1943. Escándalo de Estrellas, The Stars Scandal, 1944. Cuando en Los Valientes, When the Brave Cry, 1945. Si me han de matar mañana, Should they kill me tomorrow, 1946. Los Tres Garcias, The Three Garcias, 1946. Vuelven Los Garcia, The Garcias Returned, 1946. Soy Charro de Rancho Grande, I am a Charro of Rancho Grande, 1947. Nosotros los pobres, We the Poor, 1947. La Barca de Oro, The Golden Boat, 1947. Cartas marcadas, Marked Cards, 1947. Ustedes los ricos, You the Rich, 1948. Dicen que soy mujeriego, They say I'm a womanizer, 1948. Los Tres Huastecos, The Three Huastecos, 1948. Angelitos Negros, Little Black Angels, 1948. La Ovej Negra, The Black Sheep, 1949. No desires la mujer de tu hijo, You shall not covet thy son's wife, 1949. La mujer que yo perdí, The Woman That I Lost, 1949. El Seminarista, The Seminarian, 1949. Sobre las olas, Over the Waves. El Gavilán Polero, The Chicken Hawk, 1950. Las Mujeres de mi General, My General's Women, 1951. También de dolor se canta, One also sings from pain, 1950. Islas Marias, Maria Islands, 1951. A Toda Máquina, Full Speed Ahead, 1951. Inverted exclamation mark Inverted question mark Que te ha dado esa mujer? What has that woman done to you? 1951. Paivin Martin Corona, There Comes Martin Corona, 1951. Necesito dinero, I Need Money, 1951. El Enamorado, The Lover, 1951. Un rincón cerca del cielo, A Place Near Heaven, 1952. Ahora soy rico, Now I Am Rich, 1952. Dos tipos de cuidado, Two Guys to Be Afraid of, 1952. Por ellas and mal pagan, For them although they pay badly, 1952. Ansiedad, Anxiety, 1952. Si, mi vida, Yes, my dear, 1952. Había una vez un marido, There once was a husband, 1952. Pepe el Toro, Pepe the Bull, 1952. Los Hijos de Maria Morales, The Sons of Maria Morales, 1952. Gitana Tenias que Sir, You Had to Be a Gypsy, 1953. Reportage, News article, 1953. Cuidado con el amor, Beware with Love, 1954. Los Gavilanes, The Sparrowhawks, 1954. Pueblo, Canto y Esperanza, People, Song and Hope, 1954. Escuela de Vagabundos, School of Vagabonds, 1954. El Mil Amores, The Thousand Lover, 1954. La Vida No Vale Nada, Life's Worth Nothing, 1954. Escuela de Música, School of Music, 1955. La Tercera Palabra, The Third Word, 1955. El Inocente, The Innocent, 1956. Pablo and Carolina, 1957. Tizoc, 1957. Escuela de Rateros, School of Thieves, 1957.